Welcome to the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast, your one-stop shop for television, movie, video games, comic books, book reviews, and more. Now, without further ado, here's Steven and Mike.
Well, hello there. Happy Disney+ Day, everybody. Welcome to the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast. We are so glad that you're joining us here. And man, it is going to be an interesting discussion today. Special episode, Disney+ just popped out. I am your co-host, Mr. Stephen Boster, along with the one, the only, Mr. Michael Shank. Say hey to everybody, Mike.
Good morning to all you geeks out there in geekdom land. Are you ready to talk some Disney+?
I think we are. I think we are. I think even just have some exciting things we want to share and some gripes.
Yeah, way to go, Disney. All right.
Okay.
Where are we going to start here?
Well, first off, let me get the bad news out of the way. My biggest gripe, and I even posted this on Facebook because I got so frustrated.
Steven's not happy about his subscription.
I am not. So Mike and I, we're like, okay, Disney+ Day is coming up. And so a couple of days ago, I was just like, all right, let me kind of see what's in there, if there's anything posted yet or anything. And all of a sudden it says, your subscription has expired. And I'm like, what? And so this is kind of I'm going to do this real quick, as I possibly can. Let me give you a chronological of events.
Steven's got to get something off his chest.
Got to get it off my chest. So when Disney+ first came out, we decided, we'll try a year, and we paid $69.99 for that year. A month later, we're with Verizon, and Verizon said, hey, if you're on the data plan, blah, 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 you can get a free year on us. I'm like, sweet. So I activated that year. At the end of that year, lo and behold, so that was like September, and then we activated it in November, beginning of November. Well, when the next November came up, Disney charged my card $69.99. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, I'm supposed to have a whole nother year. And so I called them up, and they said, yeah, sorry about that. It's we can't refund it, but, and I said, that's fine. I said, I just want to make sure that I still have my 2 years paid for. They said, yes, you do. I'm like, perfect. Okay. No big deal. No problem. So let's then that's a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a year ago. Then in March, they announced that the yearly subscription is going from $69.99 to $79.99. I was like, okay, that's whatever. Well, 2 months ago, September, they refund my $69.99. And then they're like, well, hey, then you'll have to do you'll have to pay $79.99. I'm like, whatever. Okay, fine. That was a little shady to me, kind of a thing, but whatever.
That is dirty. That really is.
Just to get the 10 extra bucks. And then I was like, well, would you pay 10 extra bucks for some of the Star Wars stuff coming out? I'm like, okay, all right. Kind of a thing. So then my subscription, as I said at the beginning of my story, I'm like, what has happened to my subscription? I had not changed my card. The expiration dates have not changed or anything like that. And so lo and behold, the only options I give to restart are, well, hey, it's Disney+ Day, so you can get the first month for $1.99. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Then it's $7.99 every month after that. Now my little math brain went, and I'm like, wait a minute. That's $96 for a year. I'm like, I went from $69.99 to $79.99, and now I'm at $96. I'm like, what? So I had to put it on Facebook to see what my other friends would say, kind of a thing. And they're like, I'd just cancel it. I did get a good recommendation. Give it a month, or at least you're month to month. You haven't paid a whole year. So I figured, well, if I go without it for 3 months, I think I'm back down to the $69.99 price. And then
well, when they first announced, they had a few deals going around. And I know one deal I think you paid for a year subscription and you got ESPN and I don't know, other channels with it and all kinds of other stuff. And I know some people did that one, but there was one where you didn't get any of the extras. You just got Disney Plus. That was it.
Right.
But you paid 3 years in advance. So you're locked in. So they can't do that to me.
Right. So
I went with, no, they haven't. They have not. So I'm good. Now next year, that's going to be different. Because I think next year is when my 3 years is up. So
yeah, because it's been 2 years now.
Right.
So a year from now, it'll be 3 years.
So
in September.
I'm happy with mine. I can't complain with mine. But I locked in, with that 3 year deal. And so mine's safe. Until next year.
Right.
Next year I might have a similar gripe that you have.
Yeah. Well, they are adding to it. I have to give them kudos because that was the whole thing about Disney+ Day was look at all the stuff that we're doing. So what I would like to do and see if you're okay with this is let's talk about Marvel first and then do our fun stuff about Star Wars. So
okay.
We'll do it in two parts. We'll talk Marvel and then we'll talk Star Wars. There was other stuff, but I mean, I think for us and what our listeners listen to and what we like to talk about is the superhero stuff and of course Star Wars. Love me some
nothing but Star Wars.
We should play that sometime. Hey, you need to add that to your soundboard.
Okay. All right, I'll work on that. I'll get that.
All right. So hey everybody, we actually rewatched some of the stuff before we watched last night Disney+ Day, and then we rewatched a couple of things together this morning. So that was kind of fun. So no, it was fun, not kind of fun. It was fun.
Yeah,
part of it was we were trying not to talk about too much because we tried to save that for the podcast, but boy, it was hard not to talk about.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
But that's what
especially that Marvel one. So the Marvel one is like 9 minutes long. And like over 6 minutes of it is recapping all the shows that they did last year. WandaVision, Loki, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and What If. Now, the only one.
Did you think that you were watching the wrong one, like you're watching last
year? I did. It's showing all this WandaVision stuff. I'm like, I've seen all this. I watched all this. Wait, is this last year's? I don't understand. Yeah. And then it went from WandaVision to I think it went to Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I'm like, I watched this. I don't understand. What am I watching here?
Right.
I'm like, what in the world's going on? And then they went from Falcon and Winter Soldier to Loki, and or maybe and then What If, and I'm like, what in the world? And it was like 6 minutes of it.
Yeah, I think the whole thing was actually 14 minutes, but it was like 6 to 7 minutes of like half of it was all the
recaps.
But I'll be honest with you, because it was so long, it wasn't just like, hey, here's where we've been. I mean, half of it was where we were been. I thought, I must have picked the wrong one. It's just 2021. Oh, well, maybe I should be looking one that says 2022 for what's upcoming or something. I was like, I must be watching the wrong one.
And then it kicked into Hawkeye. And I went, all right, here we go. Now we're in for the ride.
Right. Now we're talking.
I was like, Disney, what the heck are you doing? That was some of the videos they did were just, it was like, oh, this is just terrible. What did you do here? For instance, I'm gonna skip over to something real quick, and then we'll jump back to Marvel.
Yeah.
For instance, they did the Pixar one, and I love Pixar films, and I'm excited about that. I'm like, yeah, okay, show me some Pixar stuff. Yeah, all they showed me, it was like the head of Pixar walking around the Pixar campus and talking to some of the people that work there. And really the best thing we got out of that was we got Larry the Cable Guy telling about a new
Mater show.
Yeah, a new Mater show. And other than that, there was nothing revealing about it,
Mhm.
and that wasn't even really revealing, you
Mhm.
know. I mean, the only thing I liked about it is, well, it's Larry the Cable Guy, and I like Larry the Cable Guy, you
Mhm.
know. That's it. I was like,
Mhm.
this was a complete waste of my time too. Yeah, it's just Disney. What are you doing?
I think with the Pixar one, I mean, it was nice to see the head of Pixar, or the chief creative officer, and it was kind of funny.
Yeah, I
He's
don't
got a
care.
little gimbal on his phone.
Oh
I
yeah,
kind
I
of
did like that. I did. I loved the little gimbal that he used on
the
his
handheld
phone that he
thing.
was
Yeah,
recording it with.
yeah,
That I liked.
yeah. I've looked into those to see how much they are, and
Right.
but anyway, that's a whole nother subject. So
But it's like, well, really? So I just watched a commercial for that.
yeah, yeah. I mean, he went through. I got to see the stuff on campus, which is okay. All right, that's kind of neat. That's your campus. But as far as the expectation of what's coming, there wasn't really. There was just some images. There weren't really any trailers or anything like that. And I think we're used to
Oh,
like
Revelation.
or yeah, Revelation. Well, Mater, Cable Guy, Larry Cable Guy. But that was about it. That they're doing a new show with that, and that Owen Wilson's coming back to do McQueen. So that's cool. They mentioned that.
Yeah, they mentioned it. They didn't even have Owen Wilson on screen.
Right.
You could at least got him on there.
Yeah.
It would have been fun to have him and Larry the Cable Guy together. Actually,
Right.
that would have made it a little bit more
They
worth
should
it.
have ended with it.
Yeah, yeah, they
Because-
should have brought him on there.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
And I know that was probably a scheduling thing. I get that.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well,
But
the other side of it is, they had to get something out or whatever. But it's so funny here. Listen to us. We're fans and we have expectations of how you do reveals, and that just didn't cut the cheese.
well, you were just complaining that they've upped your subscription twice.
Right. I want my money's worth.
That's right. That's right. I want my money's worth.
Yes. Yes.
To quote VeggieTales, I want my money back.
So yeah, there were some things, in disney+day that I was like, okay, that's all right, or whatever. There's some interesting introductions to some things like Hemsworth's Limitless. I watched the commercial for it, and it looks
I don't even know what that is.
He's just testing the limits of the body, kind of a thing.
Okay.
For
yeah, see, I didn't watch it.
It's kind of a holistic kind of a thing. I'm like, okay,
All right, whatever.
Again, something that just didn't okay, But okay, so
all right, let's go back to Hawkeye.
Let's go back to Hawkeye. So we got our gripes out of the way.
Yeah, let's go to something exciting and fun. And Hawkeye was exciting and fun.
It sure was. It sure was. I like that we got the extended scene of the car chase scene that we had already seen in the original trailer.
Yeah.
Or the first trailer, the first trailer reveal, you've got trick arrows, kind of a thing. We got to see that extended scene.
Nope, you can't use that one. Nope, you can't use that one. I'll use this one. Be careful.
Yeah. You got more that are more dangerous than this one.
And I love the look on his face, like maybe. You know what would be really cool?
What's that?
I want a crossover. I want a DC Marvel crossover. Green Arrow meets Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How freaking cool would that be?
I would
have the archers of both universes come together. Oh, I would so love that.
Yeah.
Because I like Hawkeye. I think he's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan of Green Lantern or Green Arrow.
I love Green Arrow, the Emerald.
I've looked that up before, and it's so hard.
I think it's so funny that you have parallels in both universes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You've got, on one side and on the other, there's similar characters and abilities.
I want to say Green Arrow was first, but I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
See, the funny thing is Submariner. I know Submariner's nowhere in the Marvel movie stuff yet. I'm sure we'll get to him.
That's surprising. Yeah.
But Submariner actually came out before Aquaman. But Aquaman is more well known than Submariner is.
That's interesting.
And they're kind of parallel characters too, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't remember which one came out first. Iron Man, Hawkeye, or Green Arrow. But I know I've looked it up in the past. I had to look that up later and get an update on that. But I want to say Green Arrow was first, but it doesn't matter. I like both characters actually.
I love both characters. Yes, and
I know you're a big fan of Archer, so.
I am. I don't know why, but I am. I really enjoy them. I think that's why I'm really looking forward to Hawkeye.
I gotta say, Hawkeye looks really good.
Yep, and I like Jeremy Renner as an actor. I really like him, so I'm looking forward to. I liked him. I know it's not a lot of people didn't, but in the Bourne film where he was in the Bourne Legacy, not a lot of people liked it, but I thought it was really good. And
that didn't take off at all, did it?
Did not. It's kind of bummed because I enjoyed it and stuff. So, where he was kind of like the new Jason Bourne,
right?
Another guy in the program and stuff. So it was really good.
So we got some of the cool trick arrows. That was fun.
Dude,
they took the wrong car.
They should have taken.
He should have listened to her. What's her name? Her name's Kelly. I forget.
Well, it's Kate Bishop.
Or Kate. Kate. It's Kate.
Yeah.
So yeah, he should have listened to Kate because they come out and he's like, we need a car, and she's just drooling over a 72 Dodge Challenger, and she's like, let's take this one, and he's like, no, you don't bash a window open on a 72 Dodge Challenger. Which, okay, I get his sentiment, I get it, but then after they steal, I think that was a Lincoln they stole. After they steal that, all the bad guys come out, and what do they get into? The 72 Challenger. So they should have taken the Challenger. I mean, it was gonna get wrecked anyway. So, right. Again, it was funny, and it's exciting. Wow.
Do you think? Do you think this is going to be like a Christmas? I mean, it takes place at Christmas, but do you think it's going to be one of those that ends up being a Christmas series? Because it takes place at Christmas, come on, like Christmas Carol or Christmas Story, Christmas Vacation,
WKRP Thanksgiving.
That's the best.
I almost made you spit out your soda. That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly. I love WKRP. It is one of my all-time favorite shows. And the Thanksgiving one is the ultimate WKRP episode.
Yes. Well, you know what we should do? Just a special Thanksgiving. We should do a little clip of that for our Thanksgiving coming up soon.
Oh, heck yeah, I'll do that.
That would be great. All right. So do you think it's gonna be a Christmas thing? Maybe we still
I don't know. It's hard to say with TV shows, I mean, a TV show to become a Christmas classic, something that you watch. I don't know. It's tough. Right. The closest I can come to that is like the Charlie Brown stuff.
Right on. I hear you.
But then again, technically those are short little movies in a way, because you only saw the Charlie Brown stuff at holiday times. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I associate a lot of the Charlie Brown stuff with the holidays. So I don't know. We'll have to watch it and see. It's hard to say.
How do you know how many episodes it's supposed to be?
I have no clue.
The first episode. We get the first 2 episodes November 24th.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Ooh, very cool. There's no names on them or anything, but that should be good.
Holy cow, are we doing content on that? we haven't even talked about that.
Oh my goodness. Hey everybody, on our Facebook page, tell us what you would like us to do. There's so much to choose from. And I want to make.
We're doing Boba Fett. I don't care what happens. We're doing Boba Fett.
We are doing Boba Fett. By golly. So we'll have to.
But I gotta admit, Hawkeye looks good, man. Right? It looks really good.
Yeah.
And I like the girl. I don't know anything about her, but I've never read a Hawkeye comic book, so I don't know if she actually comes from the comics. I have no clue.
Right.
Honestly, but I like what I see of her in the trailer. I think she's going to be really good. I think she's going to be fun. So, and she seems to have a really good interaction with him.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to have a good chemistry together and
Okay.
a good acting chemistry. So I think they're going
Yes.
to be good together.
I think they are going to be good. Yeah. Haley Steinfeld, I think is her name.
Okay.
I saw her in, she's been in a bunch of stuff, but Pitch Perfect 3. She was in that.
Never seen it.
Pitch Perfect. Yeah. Okay. I may have to give.
Chick flick.
Right. All right. So anyway, hey, by the way, when I was looking that up real quick, when we watched this, one of the things that you stated was, I don't know what Echo is, kind of a thing.
Yeah, I did. I had no clue what Echo is.
Echo is a spinoff off of Hawkeye. They're going to introduce Echo in this series.
Oh.
So Echo, the Echo, which is a Hawkeye spinoff. She's going to be introduced during Hawkeye's 6-episode run. So it's going to be 6 episodes.
Okay.
But I don't know anything about who Echo is.
Wait a minute. And you said it's starting November what?
24th.
Okay. So,
yeah.
24th.
We first heard about Echo back in March being in early development, and Disney made it official that the series is happening, centering around Maya Lopez, a deaf Native American superhero who has the talent to imitate any opponent's fighting style.
Whoa, I wonder if that's why he kind of made a little bit of joke when he's hot wiring the Lincoln, and he says, "You're going to drive the car," and she goes, "No. I drive, you drive, I shoot." And he starts going, "I can't hear you," and acting sort of like he's doing sign language.
Right.
I wonder if maybe that plays into this. Maybe that scene.
Listen to this. Maya in the comics has also run in the circles of Daredevil, the Avengers, and Moon Knight.
Ooh.
And so we should talk about Moon Knight. Oh man, this is exciting stuff coming around the bend. All right.
Okay, so now I'm looking at our calendar. Okay, I'm looking at the calendar, I should say. You said the 24th, right?
The 24th is when it comes out. Yes.
And you said it's 6 episodes, correct?
Total 6 episodes. Yes.
4, 5, 6. So that's weird because that puts it ending on. Oh no, that puts
There's
it
2 episodes the first week.
Yeah, that puts it ending on December 29th, which is also the premiere of Boba Fett. So, yeah, we might be able to do episodes
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, there's 2 the first week. So
there's 2. Okay, so it ends,
on the 22nd.
20, not the 22nd, the 24th. Or yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. 22nd.
Wednesdays.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, we might be able to get episodes in on that.
What?
We'll have to talk about that off air. we might be doing Hawkeye.
Well, I'd love to hear from everybody what their thoughts are about.
Don't you guys love hearing our planning on the air?
Right? We just have a good time. This is us talking. That's what we are.
So yeah, I love that. I love I know we saw it in the original trailer in September, but I love the opening scene when she shoots the arrow and rings the bell with it.
Yes,
that's really cool.
I think that gives us an inclination of how good she is.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's
going to be good because she does become. I think in the comics she is the next Hawkeye.
Oh, is she? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Again, I know nothing about her, so but I know very little about Hawkeye other than the films anyway. So
right.
And I love it when she shoots the one arrow and it's just a suction cup. And sticks to the windshield of the vehicle, and she's like, "Really? What kind of a trick arrow has no trick to it?"
Right. Yeah. So, I think we'll see something off of that. I hope we do.
That's what I'm wondering, if it like suctions and then later, it has like a delayed reaction and then explodes or something. That's just my guess. But it's got to do something other than just stick to the windshield.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, we can buy arrows. We can buy those little toy arrows like that and do that all day long. Look at this. I'm Hawkeye.
Right. Yeah, it looks fun. It does look fun. It doesn't look it's too serious. It doesn't look like it's taking itself too seriously. It looks like it's going to be a good time and stuff like that. So,
yeah, it looks like it's
I'm
got a
looking forward to
good
it.
blend of action and comedy in it, which is
Mhm.
one of my favorite combinations. So,
Yes.
yep.
Agreed. Agreed. Just like
All right.
Jingle All the Way. Speaking of other Christmas movies, Jingle All the Way. Arnold Schwarzenegger trying to get the toy superhero thing, and
I know I've seen that, but it's been so long since
I watch it every year because it is.
Do you really?
In my years ago, you know this. I mean, I used to manage a KB Toys.
Yep.
And gosh, that is so true to life. People going bonkers over toys and stuff. I was managing the year. It was PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64, Star Wars Monopoly.
I have the Star Wars Monopoly. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have the one you're referring to too.
Yeah, it was
because there's been many Star Wars Monopolies.
It was the first one.
Yeah,
it was the first one,
yeah.
And it was a crazy year. You know, people saying "Merry Christmas to you too," but they weren't saying "Merry Christmas to you." They were telling you something else. I had to get the mall cops to get people to get off the gate so we could open up the gate day after Thanksgiving.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was just bonkers.
Wow.
Bonkers and all.
Wow.
Yeah, that was my first management job. I didn't do so well.
Well, we all learn, right?
We all learn. So anyway, superheroes, Marvel. What else? Oh, Marvel, Moon Knight. So the actor is, he was in Star Wars. He was Poe Dameron. Mm-hmm. That's who that is, isn't it?
Oh, that's who that was?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Are you sure?
Well, now you got me second guessing myself because that's just what it's Oscar Isaac. Yes, Oscar Isaac. It is. That's
Poe Dameron. I didn't even realize that.
Poe Dameron.
Wow.
Yep. It's like what? Okay.
Well, good for him.
Spoiler alert. So in the series, the season 1, Emily Van Camp is in it. Who did she play? Sharon Carter. Who is she that we saw that happened in Falcon and Winter Soldier? She was the what do they call him? She was the bad guy. She ended up being the bad guy of the place. I can't remember the name all of a sudden. You're probably screaming at me at the things. She was blah blah blah.
Wait a minute. I'm lost. Who?
Okay, so in Civil War, we were introduced to Sharon Carter, who was the niece.
Oh, Agent
Carter, the niece of Agent Carter, and her and Captain America shared a romantic kiss, kind of a thing, and Falcon, they were like, yeah, kind of a thing, and they were all laughing and stuff. Let's see. She played in the Falcon and Winter Soldier. She comes back. She's in it and stuff.
All right. One of us keeps getting alerts. Is that
That's me? I'm so sorry, everybody.
I wouldn't have said anything, but we got it like 3 times in a row. It's like, okay, now it's starting to annoy me.
Yeah, sorry about that. In there, they were all trying to figure out who is this. There's this villain or whoever, in this location. They're trying to figure out who it is and stuff. And it ends up she's the one. And so she comes back. The way they do the end credits of the whole thing, she comes back and you find out, she's the broker, I think is what it was. And she comes back to the United States government, and then you realize they're going to start selling secrets and stuff. So she's going to be in Moon Knight. That was the whole thing. I saw that on Moon Knight. I'm like, what?
Well, I bought issue number 1 of Moon Knight, the new, I guess it's a reboot of Moon Knight, because the character's been around since 70s, I guess. I'm not exactly sure. So I read issue number 1. I haven't got anything since then. I need to add that to my pull list. Well, yeah, just one more expense.
Right.
But I liked what I read in issue 1. I don't know a whole lot about Moon Knight. He's kind of a new character to me anyway. I mean, I've known of him. I just haven't really read much. I haven't read much about him. And the funny thing is, when I got Moon Knight number 1, I showed it to our buddy Theron, and Theron goes, "Oh, you got the Marvel version of Batman."
Batman, I've heard that. I don't
But
know.
I read that first episode or first issue, and I compare him more to Dr. Fate than I do Batman. I think he's much closer to Dr. Fate than he is Batman.
Okay. All right.
I mean, we'll watch the TV series and find out. Oh, okay. For a second there, we froze up. I don't know if it was on my end.
Froze up. Yeah, it's okay. Going. So so Dr. Fate. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I think he's a much more comparable character than Batman to Moon Knight. Anyway,
Okay.
Again, that's my limited knowledge of Moon Knight.
Right.
Theron knows the character better than I do. I will give him that. But just from what I've seen of his powers and
more like
background,
Dr. Fate than he is Batman.
He seems a lot more like Dr. Fate.
Right, because the Dr. Fate, it's all in the helmet kind of a thing, right? It's
right.
The whole old Egyptian deity kind of a thing or something.
Yep. See, yeah, Dr. Fate, he puts that helmet on, and the helmet is the original, the spirit of the original Dr. Fate, which is some Egyptian like god or something like that, is within that helmet. And then anyone who puts the helmet on just goes insane, and that's kind of what I was even getting out of this trailer. He's kind of got two minds.
Yeah, and he doesn't know what's real and what's not, or something like that.
Right. And he's split between his own mind and some kind of Egyptian spirit, which to me sounds a lot like Dr. Fate. So I know they have some differences in their powers and stuff. Of course they're going to have that, but I don't know. The whole story of it just seems much more Dr. Fate to me. And by the way, we're getting Dr. Fate on the big screen.
I know. You know who's playing Dr. Fate?
Oh shoot.
James Bond himself, Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. He's going to be in Black Adam, if I remember right.
Okay.
And that's an appropriate place to bring him in.
Very cool.
Yeah, I cannot wait to see him. I just saw an amazing action figure of Dr. Fate, one of the Todd McFarlane series action figures, which are the bigger ones. They're like the 6-inch. And he's even got a stand to where you put him on the stand and it looks like he's in flight. And I'm like, I'm so tempted to buy it just because it looks so freaking cool.
Right. Right.
Anyway, I know we went off of Moon Knight into Dr. Fate. Sorry.
Right. And then we saw She-Hulk.
Yes. I am excited about She-Hulk. I remember years and years ago reading some of the comic books. I thought she was a cool character. Could be partially because I liked the way she looked too. I was a hormonal teenager, so yeah, it's like, oh wow, kind of a sexy looking character there. Even though she's green, but who cares? Who cares what color she is? It doesn't matter. I don't care if she's pink with purple polka dots.
Right. Well, we did get a chance to see. You didn't get to see her head, but you get to see her.
Right. Yeah. So we don't know what her face looks like as the She-Hulk.
Right.
That'll be interesting. My only critique about She-Hulk is I just didn't feel she was big enough.
You mean like muscular enough? Like, as the Incredible Hulk is such a mass.
Well, She-Hulk, when she turns, she grows to about 8 foot tall. And I just didn't get that feel in the trailer that she was that tall. When granted, we only saw one scene of her as She-Hulk, but I just didn't get the feel that she was all that tall, And I'm like, I think she should be taller. That's my only gripe, though. Other than that, I think she looks great.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. It does look hugely computer animated, but so is Incredible Hulk. I mean,
Well, yeah,
Bruce Banner Hulk too. So I
mean,
mean,
you gotta have, that character's got to be.
Has to be.
I mean, okay, Lou Ferrigno pulled it off in the 70s, but okay, I got a funny story about that.
Okay, go.
So when I was a kid, I used to go sometimes to car shows with my uncle. My uncle used to be a bit of a motorhead. I mean, he was a mechanic and he was a diesel mechanic. So from time to time we'd go to car shows, and a lot of times car shows, they would have appearances by different characters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, the one year we went, they actually had, not granted, it's just people dressed up. It's not like actors, especially back in the early 80s, but they had Spider-Man and the Incredible Hulk at one of these car shows. So it was a guy in green makeup, kind of like Lou Ferrigno, and I walked up to him and went and started to shake his hand. And my uncle's like, "Don't shake his hand. Your hand's going to be green after." So that's my experience with the Incredible Hulk.
That's funny. That's funny. Just picturing it now. He's got a green hand.
Don't shake hands with him. You'll have green hands.
Well, speaking of Lou Ferrigno, back in the 70s, we got a great callback to that
we
series.
Did. Well, in the last Hulk solo movie, before what's his face took over, I can't think of his name. Anyway, in that last movie, I loved the intro to that film because the intro looked just like the 70s TV series. I mean, he's in that whole contraption that Bruce Banner was in the 70s TV series Bill Bixby was in. Isn't that sad? I can remember the 70s actor.
Oh, are you talking about the Ang Lee film? The new? Are you talking about the Hulk?
The solo Hulk movie that came before all of the Avengers and
that was the one directed by Ang Lee. Oh, right. What was that?
Yeah, see,
Ben, Incredible. Anyway, tell your story. Sorry.
Okay. So, but anyway, I love the intro to that film because it's exactly like the 70s Incredible Hulk. He's in that whole contraption thing. You even hear some of the same music and the sounds, and it just gave me the feel of the 1970s Hulk. And I used to watch that every Friday night. I loved that television series. I thought it was incredible.
Eric Bana. That was the 2003 Incredible Hulk film. Is that the one you're talking about?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
Okay.
But yes, so we got a callback at the end of the She-Hulk trailer where her and Bruce Banner are standing together in 70s clothes. In fact, he is wearing almost exactly what Bill Bixby wore.
And he's in the same position.
Yeah, he's in the same position. Although he's got big, huge sideburns, which Bill Bixby didn't have the giant sideburns either. But he's got great big 70s sideburns. He's got the big glasses like Bill Bixby used to wear.
Yeah.
And then she says the famous line.
Yeah.
She says the famous line. What is it, Steven?
No, I don't know. You go ahead.
Okay.
You wouldn't like me if I'm angry. Don't make me angry.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. I love that line. That's, and it was said almost every episode. It was a tagline for Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. But yeah, I love that. Now I watched Emergency Awesome. And he was talking about,
I love his YouTube channel. Love it.
Yeah, he's got a great YouTube channel. And he was doing the breakdown of this, and he thinks that scene might actually be a ad for her agency because she's a lawyer.
Oh, right.
Right. So
good call. That's awesome. That'd be good. Let's see if he's right. They're pretty good. They're pretty astute on that channel. So yeah.
Yeah, he does a good job. So he might have called that one. I don't know. I thought it was cool though. I really liked that. So that was fun. So that was another fun one. Did that wrap up the Marvel then?
For the most part, I think the big things that we were looking at and stuff, they announced a whole bunch of stuff, just real quick titles for a bunch of things.
Oh yeah. I Am Groot.
Galaxy. Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. Now, they did a Star Wars Lego holiday special last year. And then they did a Star Wars Halloween special this year, which was okay. It was all right. The holiday special was okay. Probably not as cringeworthy as the original holiday special, but
correct.
The original Star Wars holiday special holds a special place in most of us Star Wars fans' hearts, even though it's very cringeworthy. Which it was brought up in the under the
helmet, the Boba Fett. We'll get to that in a few minutes. Yeah. Yep.
So that was cool. So yeah, I think that wraps up the Marvel stuff.
Yeah, several titles of Disney+ stuff, Marvel series coming out this year. I assume this year, 21 to 22.
Yeah. Well, Hawkeye will be this year, actually.
Hawkeye will be, but they've got that. They showed Echo. They showed 97, X-Men 97, Spider-Man freshman year.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Yep.
And so but they didn't. I mean, there's not much to talk about other than here's what's on there. So
yeah, we just saw the logos and titles and
Secret Invasion
stuff like that
and all.
Yeah, Secret Invasion. Yeah.
And then you were so funny. We were watching it, and then they show Samuel L. Jackson as Fury. But what did you say? You got to tell the line.
I said that's Crazy Mace.
That's Crazy Mace, right?
So fans have been clamoring for Mace Windu to come back, and there's a theory that Mace, Mace gets pushed out the window by
Emperor Palpatine.
Was it Emperor or was it Anakin? It was the Emperor.
It was the Emperor.
And we assume Mace was killed. We don't know. But there's a fan theory out there that Mace actually survived and he's just went crazy. And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, no, that's Crazy Mace.
Right.
We're getting Crazy Mace back in Star Wars.
All they needed was to add a purple lightsaber to that scene. We were like, what?
Darn right. Every Star Wars fan would have been freaking out. So,
hey, didn't Star Wars Theory put out, like, he's got a clip that has Mace Windu in it? He does fan film stuff.
Yeah, he may have. I don't know.
I think he did.
I know he's done his own Darth Vader fan film where
the first part he's doing a series. Yeah,
and he played Darth Vader. Actually, he looked pretty good.
He did good.
I gotta say, he did a good job for one guy and a small budget. And I mean, I know he had some help on it and stuff. He didn't do it all by himself, but I think he wrote it and he acted in it, and he may have even produced it. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty good stuff there. And I don't really watch a lot of fan films because I get a lot of people like, oh, you gotta watch this fan film. I just to me, there's only one fan film that matters, and that's Troops.
Yeah, I know. I was getting ready to say, right. Bad Boys.
And that one came at what, 90?
Oh my goodness, when it came out, it was it was huge. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Troops was so funny. Troops is a parody of Cops, but with stormtroopers on Tatooine. And oh gosh, it is so good. Has the whole Bad Boys theme, and he even comes up Troops filmed on location, just like Cops does. I love it. I love it. Yeah. All what is it? All suspects are considered innocent
until proven innocent.
Are guilty until proven innocent.
Right. Yep.
And I love the Jawa that's running away. No, 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 I got him. He blows away the Jawa. If you have not seen Troops, it is on YouTube and it is freaking hilarious. It's about 20 minutes long and it's just great. It's amazing. It's the best fan film, in my opinion,
We should
ever made.
totally do a watch party.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Totally do a watch party.
So anyway, I forgot where we were going.
Well, okay, so we're wrapping up Marvel and we were starting to talk Star Wars. And so we want to discuss the Star Wars stuff that they revealed on the thing. Oh my goodness. So first off, let's start off with what I was most excited for because, you know, I'm a big Obi-Wan fan.
Yes.
And
like they said in the, you can't really call this a trailer.
No, just a,
I don't even know what they call this.
Not even
a featurette.
Yeah, featurette. Let's go with that.
Featurette. Yeah. So even in the featurette, they make the comment, it's been a long time coming, and I said, yeah, you're damn right it has. Fans have been wanting this for so long, and we're finally gonna get it. We're finally starting to see some. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Let's just put it that way. Let's hope it's not a freight train coming at us, but
right. Here, let me look at something. Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, and let's.
Yeah, I don't even know. They didn't give a release date, did they?
No, they said 2022. So
yeah, that's all they said. So I'm guessing we probably won't see it till maybe fall of 2022. That's going to be my guess.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
I kind of wonder. Well, I don't know. So we're getting Boba Fett. We're getting Boba Fett in December, and I think we're getting Mando right after Boba Fett. So that would put Mando going into spring. You know, I'll bet you we don't get Obi-Wan. I'll bet you Obi-Wan will be the fall thing.
The fall thing. Okay.
Yeah, since we won't have Mandalorian during the fall and winter, I'll bet you Obi-Wan's going to be their fall television series.
Okay.
That's my prediction anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we get a little bit of Ewan McGregor, which is great to see him back. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
I love him as Obi-Wan Kenobi. He is so good.
Yep. Agreed.
I am so happy he's coming back and reprising his role. And so we saw the story's going to start with him dropping Luke off on Tatooine. And he says, you know, that's Obi-Wan's one last task is to protect Luke Skywalker. But it looks like, and a lot of fans speculated this, that we're going to get some off-world adventures.
Yes.
Because there were some shots that they showed, they were not on Tatooine.
Right. Some concept art stuff.
Some
pictures of concept art. Yes.
Which there was a concept art picture with Obi-Wan on an EOP. EOP. I gotta get that.
I don't know
down.
how you say it, but yeah, I know.
EOP. That's what it is. EOP.
Yeah.
EOPs were they were in Phantom Menace. In fact, we have the famous fart scene with Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks, yeah.
Jar Jar Binks bends over to pick something up, and the EOP farts, and he goes, "Ooh, pewy," or whatever.
Yeah.
So
think of with.
Yeah. That's somewhere. I think I have.
I will say that I really enjoyed the concept arts that they have, and that was a good one. It reminded me, seeing Obi-Wan on top of it remind me of the image that we got. Sideshow Collectibles did an Obi-Wan Kenobi figure on Tatooine, and
stink with.
That's it.
You do.
Sorry, I had to find it.
That's right. No, that's okay. And
I couldn't remember what key I set it to.
Yeah, that's all right. So then the Sideshow Collectibles looked really good, and I was like, "Oh, I should get one." I'm like, "Ooh, those things are expensive." The Sideshow Collectibles.
Oh yeah, they are.
And
but what I wanted to say about the EOP was,
go ahead.
That concept art actually looks like one of the scenes from the book Kenobi, which
our friend John Jackson Miller.
John Jackson Miller wrote, and
Mhm.
I would absolutely love to see some of his scenes from that
His
novel
stories.
make
Mhm.
it into there.
I did
hope
get the
hope-
audiobook. And so but
That's
I
a
haven't
good
listened
book.
to it. I haven't listened to it yet, so
It has a very Western feel to it.
I love
Yeah,
Western.
I know you do. So I think you would really enjoy Kenobi. It's a good story. It's a really good story. So
Mhm.
so yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I was pumped. And then the big reveal, the big confirmation. It had been rumored, but the big confirmation was, and it's great to be working with Hayden again. You know, I was like, what? Hayden Christensen's coming back? Darth Vader? I do that again.
Impressive.
Yes.
Most impressive.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. So then I
Playing with my soundboard.
That's all right. That's okay. New toys, everybody. New toys. And all. Sorry, my point being was that it was confirmed that yes, Hayden Christensen's coming back. We're gonna have ourselves Darth Vader. And I loved how the director, who's Deborah Chow, has stated that she says you can't tell the story of Obi-Wan without including Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
And she's right. I think she's right. They were so connected in the film or in the Clone Wars and
Sure.
and even the big fight scene. My favorite lightsaber battle is Revenge of the Sith between the two of them. And so then he said, what does he say? How does he say it in Little Featurette? He says, he's really coy, but he makes it seem like there's going to be another face off between the two of them. I'm like,
oh yeah. Now, okay. All right. So let's talk about that a second.
Yes, go ahead.
How does that fall into the canon timeline?
You're basing that on the
between episode 3 and episode 4.
Right. In episode 4, he said, the last time we met,
I was but the learner, but now I am the master. Only a master of evil doth.
Yes. So I don't know. And a part of me is like, I don't care.
I know. I want to see it happen too. But there's that Star Wars nerd in me that's going, but wait a minute, how does this fit in the canon timeline? This doesn't make sense. So, I mean, part of me is thinking maybe it's a flashback or
we'll see something. They'll do something.
Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know. Yeah, I do. Do I want it to happen? Yes, I want it to happen. Who doesn't want to see them battle again?
Right.
All right. So Obi-Wan, we're pretty excited.
I'm very excited for it.
I got to ask, were you disappointed that we didn't get a proper trailer?
Yes, I was.
Me too.
In fact, I thought when I clicked on it, the little thing. Okay, all right, here we go. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's a trailer. All right. I like, oh, it's just a little featurette. Oh, there's no clips of what they're doing. Oh, we got some concept art. Oh, that's kind of cool. Blah blah blah. Ooh, Darth Vader's coming back. Ooh, and then that was about it. So there was disappointment about not having a trailer. Yes.
So really, the only thing that was super exciting was one, Ewan McGregor was in it, and you could tell he was excited to be back.
And had fun with it.
Two, they confirmed that we're getting Hayden Christensen as Anakin / Darth Vader. So
yes,
those were the big things about that featurette, because it's not a trailer.
Yeah,
it's not a trailer. It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor.
Not a tumor. It's not a trailer.
Not a trailer.
Right.
Anyway,
so a few references to Arnold Schwarzenegger in our podcast today.
Did you watch the Baymax? We didn't watch that together.
No, I did not see the Baymax.
Oh, you'll have to go back and watch the Baymax. It was funny. It was funny. I liked that one. That was good. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we won't really discuss that one, but if you haven't watched the Baymax one and you're a fan of what was the movie
Big Hero 6.
Hero 6, Big Hero 6.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely watch the Baymax one.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun.
Going back to Obi-Wan, do you think that we will get Ahsoka? Do you think Ahsoka will make an appearance?
Ooh, that's a really good question. It's hard to say.
I'll be honest with you. My mind is getting befuddled on the timelines.
Yeah,
so what's what? So
I kind of think we don't.
Okay.
Because I mean, I think Obi-Wan and Ahsoka I think we've seen the last of them together.
Okay.
I don't know. Because I mean,
I'm
there's
not
rumors.
saying I need it. I'm not saying I think.
Oh, I know. I think we're all excited I think we're all just excited to have Ahsoka in so much live action.
Yeah.
Because we know she's going to be in Boba Fett. We know she'll be in Mandalorian season 3. I think there's rumors of her. No, I don't think she'd be in Andor.
Because that's Andor is pre Rogue.
Yeah, we didn't get anything on Andor.
We did not.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen something on Andor. I don't know why we didn't get anything on that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not coming out this year. Ooh, that's bad because they were filming that. So yeah, I wonder what the deal is with that one. Ooh, I hadn't even thought about it till just now. It popped in my head.
Right.
I don't know. I want to say I don't think that we're getting her. That's my prediction. I don't think we're getting her in Obi-Wan. I know we're getting her in Boba Fett, and I know we're getting her in Mandalorian 3.
Okay.
Cool.
We are getting her in Mandalorian 3. Okay.
From what I've heard, yeah, she'll be in Man. I don't see why she wouldn't. And then of course she's getting her own series.
Right.
You know,
it's gonna be great.
Which we didn't see. They didn't have anything for that either. So maybe that's coming 2023.
Maybe, probably so. You know, you gotta do all that digital art with good old Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Oh gosh, I can't wait. Oh my gosh. Give me something. I want to see him live action. Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited.
I am too.
And it's going to be the actor that did the voice, right?
Yeah, that's what I understand.
Yeah. Which I think he'll be great.
Oh.
I
think he's a perfect choice.
I think he's great. Yes.
I don't think who else are you going to really go with? I mean, Cumberbatch already said he wouldn't do it. So,
which I'm glad because I wouldn't want him.
I like Cumberbatch, but I see him more as Doctor Strange, and I don't want him as Thrawn. And he said, "No, you ain't painting me blue."
Right. But
I don't know what he's got against blue people.
And I think we talked about this before because
I think so.
Cumberbatch was with the actor who's doing the voice was in an episode of Sherlock. They play opposites of each other.
Right. Right.
And so that's why, based upon my seeing that, I thought, oh, this guy's going to be great as Thrawn.
Yeah, he is.
As Thrawn.
Okay, so that's the Obi-Wan.
Okay, let's get to the main course. All of this was, we got the hors d'oeuvres, then we got our salad before the meal. Now let's get the meal in.
This is the steak and potatoes.
Steak and potatoes right here, baby.
The Boba Fett documentary, Under the Helmet, was awesome.
It was great.
Oh my gosh.
Except for one gripe that you had that I just want to get it out of the way, and I agree with you. Go for it.
I do have one gripe. They left out our friend Mark Anthony Austin, who we had on the show, who told his story. He got to play Boba Fett also. He got to play the walk-on part of Boba Fett in the special edition Star Wars A New Hope. And he was great. And I think
he got to play Boba Fett for a big party.
Yes, he did.
The Kenner folks were there, and that was a great
story.
Right.
That was a fun story. We won't retell it. If you want to hear that, go back and listen to
hear it from Mark. Yeah.
Right. He tells the story great. He's a fantastic guest. He's funny. Yeah, go back and listen to Mark tell it.
He also has a cameo. Everybody, if you're doing cameo and stuff, he does cameo.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, and we got to get
him a really good job with him too.
We gotta do one with him. That'll be fun.
Yep.
But anyway, so that's my only gripe was that Mark Anthony Austin was left out of it. Sorry to our friend Mark.
Yeah.
But I really, really enjoyed it. Other than that, oh my gosh, really nice memories of Jeremy Bulloch.
They did such a gracious and good and honoring job to Jeremy Bulloch.
Yeah. Really, really good. So we had Jeremy Bulloch in it. We had Daniel Logan, the young Boba Fett, who was awesome. I love young Boba Fett. I think he's great. And it's so funny. He talked about his kid and showing him the parts that he did and the action figures, which I was like, I got that action figure. I got that action figure.
We're sitting there watching it. He's like, I got that one. I got that one too. I got that one.
I don't have that one.
But you don't have everything, because who has everything? And that was my favorite part of this episode was
Steve Sansweet.
Ranch Obi-Wan.
You know what? Every Star Wars action figure collector. Oops, I froze up again for a second there. Every Star Wars action figure out there, I think, loves and hates Stan Sansweet at the same time.
Right.
I mean, he's such a nice, lovable guy. He really is. But he has this amazing collection in California. And he has it all housed in a chicken ranch.
Right.
In a chicken barn, which is hilarious, by the way. And he calls it Rancho Obi-Wan. Fantastic museum. And he's gotten the Guinness Book World Record for the world's largest, I think, private Star Wars collection. I think that's the official title of the record. And he's just got an amazing collection. And it's like, dang, I wished I had that.
Right.
But I do still have.
There's this Boba Fett. He's bringing out his Boba Fett show again.
Now, well, this is one of the original Kenner Star Wars Boba Fetts.
Okay.
Along with the original blaster. All original. Now, this is not my childhood Boba Fett action figure. My childhood Boba Fett action figure is actually the only one that I still have remaining from my original collection as a kid. It's in the case with my other ones. So that one doesn't come out. That stays in the case. But this one here is an original 1978 Boba Fett action figure. That is an original.
Very nice.
So I do not have a rocket firing one though.
I'm so glad they told that story in the Under the Helmet documentary, because they brought in Sansweet. I wonder if they're going to show it. I don't know if they're going to show it or not.
Oh yeah, heck,
I'm going to show you my favorite part of the collection, and it was an egg. That's your favorite part of the collection? Give me a break. Come on.
Well, that's because he's on a chicken farm.
Well, that's a good call.
That's why it's an egg. No, I thought the egg was kind of cool though. I liked it. Granted, that wouldn't be my favorite though. My favorite would be that those two rocket firing Boba Fetts. Those would definitely be my favorite. But for anyone who doesn't know, when the Boba Fett action figure came out, it came out after the first original 12 Star Wars action figures were released. And actually, there's a funny story behind the original 12 to begin with. So in 1977, the film came out in May of 1977. By Christmas, they didn't have anything. They didn't have any toys ready because, first of all, they didn't know it was going to be the hit that it turned out to be.
Right.
So that they just didn't have anything prepared. And somebody said to Kenner, they're like, look, you got to get something out for the audience out there, because they're clamoring for toys for this movie. So Kenner came up with this idea, and they released basically a cardboard box. It's called the Early Bird Special. And what it is the parents went out and bought this box, literally just a box that promised you somewhere within the next 3 to 6 months, you were going to get the first 4 Star Wars action figures, which were Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Chewbacca, and R2D2.
R2D2.
Those were the early bird action figures that they got with that. Okay. So then throughout the year of 1978, they started releasing the 12 original action figures. Then they came up with the idea of Boba Fett, and Boba Fett was originally only a mail-in order action figure. That was the only way you could get it, and you had to send in like 4 proof of purchases off of your Star Wars action figures, Kenner proof of purchases. You mail those in, and you got a rocket firing Boba Fett. That was the original ad.
Mm-hmm.
However, that same year, Mattel released a rocket firing Viper ship from Battlestar Galactica.
I thought that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Viper. And it had almost the same missile on it too, as what the Boba Fett action figure has on it. And the story goes, because there's a little bit of urban legend to this
stuff.
and so no one's 100% sure how true all of this is, but the legend goes that Mattel released that toy, some kid accidentally shot the missile down his throat and choked to death. And of course Mattel got sued. They had to change all of the toys, and they made it to where the missile would not fire. It was sonically welded in. And when that happened, Kenner said, we're not doing this because we're not getting sued.
Mm-hmm.
So Kenner then sonically welded all of the missiles and all the Boba Fett's. So once you got your mail-in Boba Fett, you would get a box with a Boba Fett in a little baggie that said Kenner stamped across the baggie, along with, and Steve Sweet shows it because he has it
in the documentary. Yeah.
Which I was a little jealous of that too. I'm like, dang, he's even got that. I wished I had that. That's pretty cool. Which they are still, they're still out there, but they're pretty expensive. Not as expensive as the rocket firing Boba Fett, because there's even less of those, because those were only prototypes for the most part. And some people did manage to get some. But anyway, so you got this letter that said, unfortunately, the rocket firing Boba Fett is no longer, it is now stationary. And if you do not like it, you can send this back and we'll give you a different action figure.
Yep.
Which I doubt any kid who got it. I'm sure everyone was upset that they didn't get the rocket firing, but they went, yeah, he's a cool looking character. Nope, I'm not sending this back.
Right. I'm not sending it back. Yeah. So here's a headline. It says Boba Fett and Battlestar Galactica, and the urban legend is true. It was the death of a child who is asphyxiated by a Mattel Battlestar Galactica missile that triggered the,
Right. So I guess it isn't an urban legend. I know a lot of people like, I don't know if that's what really led up to Kenner putting the axe on it or not, but that's the story that always went around. So, yeah, but it sounds like it's most likely true. So, So anyway, yeah, we got to look at Steve Sweet's place, which is really, really super cool. It was cool. They interviewed Jeremy's wife for the documentary. That was really cool. She talked about her husband and how he loved doing all the meet and greets and everything.
Fans.
Yeah. Really gracious guy. It was very cool. We got Daniel Logan, like I said. Then Daniel talked about his experience. I love his story, and I love how they showed him when he was a little kid, and he's wearing the Darth Maul t-shirt. That was awesome. And he's looking at the Star Wars book. I mean, the look in his eyes is, yeah, I was like, yeah, that was me when I was his age, you know. I was just like, yeah, I did the same thing. I'm looking through my books, you know, my big
DK
story
books.
books. Yeah.
You know,
Well, back then it wasn't even DK.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't remember who put those out, but
Okay.
that was before DK.
Okay.
But yeah, I had that same magical look in my eyes of, wow, these guys are awesome looking. And then him looking at Boba Fett going, cool, I get a jetpack.
Right.
And he goes, I know the cameraman's going, kid, you don't get a jetpack, you get a blue tunic.
Yeah, right.
He's like, but I grew up to be the guy that gets the jetpack.
Right. That's
So yeah, the Daniel Logan part was good.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah, leading into Book of Boba Fett a little bit, just ever so briefly, but you got to see.
We got to see the intro of Boba Fett, where he started.
Yeah, the white suit. I had no idea that they were going to make it as an army. Like,
yeah, I knew that.
Stormtroopers.
Yeah, he was supposed to be a super stormtrooper. Was the story behind it. And then like they said that George Lucas is like, no, the costume's too expensive, we can't make an army of these guys. Let's just make him a bounty hunter. And you know, I think that was one of the best decisions George Lucas ever made.
You know, I think it goes to show that you may have plans for stuff, and when plans don't go the way you can, you know, you can make something out of what you've got, to be creative. And, you know, what does that make? Life gives you lemons, make lemonade kind of a thing.
Well,
I think it's a really good example of that.
I think that's George Lucas's, you know, his theory, because he saves everything, you know, every little idea. Even, you know, he'll look at it and go, yeah, it's not going to work for this, but we're going to put it aside because we might bring it back. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in the prequels that were actually ideas for the originals that he was like, no. I wanted to use this then, and I couldn't because the technology wasn't right. Now the technology's right. I can use this again. So, and I think that's one of the more ingenious things behind George Lucas's mind is, you know, he just doesn't throw things away. He's like, nope, every idea can be used somewhere. You know, it's not the right fit yet. So I think that's one of the interesting things about George Lucas.
Agreed. Oh,
and we got to see all the different weaponry in the prototype suit.
Yeah, who knew there were little darts that came out of his kneecaps? Or kneecaps. I didn't know that.
Dude, he's a bounty hunter. He's filled with weapons.
That's right, my golly.
He is a walking weapon.
Yeah.
Boba Fett rocks.
So when does Book of Boba Fett come out?
December 29th, 2 days after my birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. Hope we get 2 episodes.
Ooh,
you know, can you stream stuff on everybody? We've got friends that are telling us we should do some streaming on Twitch and stuff like that. I wonder if you could do like parties where you're watching it and stuff. I know you can on YouTube. We could do that on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, I am totally ignorant of Twitch, other than a few friends that I have that do it.
That are saying we should do it.
Yeah. Yeah, who keep bugging me. You need to do Twitch. I don't know anything about Twitch, dude. I'm old. You guys are like 20 years younger than me. You get this Twitch thing. I don't get it. I get podcasts.
Right.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Twitch.
Video podcasting. You're just playing games, or that's how a lot of people use it. It's playing video games and stuff.
I guess, but we record everything. We
do. It's the same thing.
We've done
like going live, like how we did on Facebook.
Sure, we did a couple live things, but
yeah,
I don't know. We just have to commit to going live then.
Right. We've got jobs.
Right. Exactly. Dude, if I was retired and doing nothing, maybe, yeah.
Maybe. Oh my goodness. So Under the Helmet, I think was the best. That was what I enjoyed the most. That was worth my $2, my $1.99 for this month.
That's a great way to justify it. I love it. That was a good documentary. I have to say that was probably the best thing we got with the Disney+ Day, whatever you want to call it.
Well, hey, we got Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
I love Shang-Chi. I love that movie. I enjoyed that movie a lot.
We got the movie with The Rock. What is that called?
Oh yeah, Jungle Cruise.
Cruise.
Saw that. We actually saw that in the theater, and that was good. That's enjoyable. It's worth watching. So if you
we'll watch it over the next couple days.
Yeah, it's worth seeing.
Oh shoot, I got to watch Matrix.
All right, Matrix is coming up. We're
excited. Yeah, I'm glad you're excited.
Matrix or Book of Boba Fett?
Dude, what did you just say?
No,
what did you just say?
Which is more important, Matrix or Book of Boba Fett? I knew it was going to get around.
Boba freaking Fett. Luckily, Boba Fett doesn't start till December 29th, though.
Well, I guess Matrix 4 is what, the 22nd?
Is it? I
think it's the 22nd.
Okay.
Man, we've got that.
Well, we'll probably
episode. All that's happening that week. That the last episode of Hawkeye.
You know, I am off work that week. We might have to do multiple.
Right. I'm not off work that week. And I got 2 jobs.
I try to save vacation for that.
Yeah.
Usually I try to take off the last 2 weeks, but my wife kind of said, no, we're taking off this day and this day and this day during the year. And I was like, okay, all right. We just cut into my Christmas vacation, but okay. All right, fine. So I get the last week off though.
Right on. It'll be good.
It's cool.
It'll be good. All right, man.
And we had a good time for those days that we took off too. I got to clarify that. Otherwise I'm going to get in trouble. So
you did have a good time.
Yes. And we got to go out to your house too. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. It was great having you guys out here. All right. Well, anything else you want to add? I'm said everything I probably need to say.
No, I think we went over our hour for this. I wasn't sure what we'd get out of this, but yeah, we got quite a bit from this. So
we did.
Good content.
Well, we want to hear from all you guys. Tell us, how'd you like Disney+ Day? And all the stuff that they've given to us for, as part of that. Have you seen the Boba Fett documentary? It was good.
What'd you think of it?
Yeah, I really liked it and stuff. All right, man. Well, I'm good. That was awesome. And so I hope I'm looking forward to what this new Disney+ season has for us in the realm of Marvel and Star Wars for sure.
I am too. I'm excited. Marvel looked like they had a lot of good content coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes some of that stuff can be hit and miss, but I got to say, I was really impressed with the Marvel stuff that's on its way. So,
absolutely.
And I'm definitely happy with Obi-Wan and Book of Boba Fett. I think those are going to be worth the price of admission right there. So,
my $8 a month is what you're saying.
Trying to help you, dude.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Disney can send me my check now.
Right.
Anyway.
All right. Well, I'm good and done. Thank you, Mike. We want to roll us out.
All right. Until next time, may the force be with you. Now, what do I normally say? Oh, over and out, and may the force be with you. Oh. I got to drink more coffee. Here, let's hit the right key this time.
Sounds good.
Let's try this one more time. Over and out, and may the force be with you. Thank you for joining us today on the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast. Tune in next week when we will have more news and reviews. Until then,